Starfall.
Hey guys, welcome back to Starfall Sabers. My name is Nick, and I am really excited to share this first for me. This is my version of the Starkiller Saber from the Force Unleashed game, and I've always wanted to build one of these. And finally, I had a client who's purchased many of my Sabers come to me and commission me to build this. And what's nice about this is made from a vintage Graflex flash tube. So you can see here, I kept the integrity of that. You can see the decal there, so the Graflex 3-cell. So that just adds just a ton of cool value to this. To work with vintage parts is always so much fun. So this Saber is just kind of my version of this Starkiller. So this, I made everything by hand, obviously heavily modifying the vintage flash gun. So what's, just give you a little close up here. That's just natural patina from the vintage part. This is a custom screw I made. Custom control box that I made. I wasn't too careful about keeping it all nice and pretty because this is a heavily worn Saber, which is nice because it really just gives that real lived-in Star Wars look. And you can see this metal mesh that I weathered up that hides the wires. And you got this nice real quartz crystal here. Nathan from Wild Space Outpost did the install on this. This is running Proffieboard and with neopixle blade, which I'll show you. So, and this was a real challenge because it was just a real tight install. So, want to give him props for taking the time to make that work. It was kind of a learning experience for me as well for when I make the next one. But this is the very first one that I've ever made, and so it's pretty special. I'm happy with how it turned out. Kept the original Graflex clamp as well. Now this is definitely a show Saber. You would consider it a shelf queen. This is not something that you would want to duel with by any means. You could swing it around. The structural integrity is actually strong through here. It looks like it's just held on by these two pins or button head screws, but that's not the case. There's a whole aluminum sleeve that connects everything through here, and it's all very sturdy. This is a solid steel thin neck piece here. Now what's nice is that this has a reveal section, so just carefully gripping it here. You don't want to push on this crystal. You just slide the back part off, and it gives this nice reveal. So you have a secondary crystal chamber reveal here. And so right now it has the kill key in. You want to store it with the kill key in, because once I pull this, it has some crystal chamber animations through here that would obviously just drain the battery. So pull the kill key here.
What is your will, my master?
And you can see some nice crystal chamber animations here. And we'll power it on. Now this is neopixel, so there won't be any light until I show you the blade. I just want to give you basic functionality here. The crystal here, crystal animations here, and of course you got the smooth swing. Blaster box is right here. Tap the power to power it down. And tap the auxiliary to switch sound fonts.
Starfall.
This is the Starfall.
Celestial. Infinium.
And so there are all sorts of, I think there's 20 different sound fonts on this. pretty cool animation, standby animation there. And then again, when you're going to store it, you also don't want to swing the saber around from the crystal chamber. You'll put the kill key in, and then this brass piece lines up with this screw here, and it just pressure fits right on top, like so. So very cool. Let's get a blade and we'll demo some of the blade effects. All right, so the kill key is out, and then I put the back end back on. This is your blade retention screw, so you want to back that out so it's nice and flush. And then we're going to get the blade and put it in. The bunny ears, when you're putting the blade in, you want to kind of pinch a little bit so it has some play. Easiest way to do it is to put the saber down kind of like on a flat surface like this, and have your neopixle blade here. Kind of just pinch the bunny ears so that it gives it some play, and then go ahead and seat the blade in here. And you just want to make sure it's seated all the way. So you can give it a little twist. And power it on and make sure. When swinging the saber around, keep a finger kind of on the thin waist part like that, so that way the back end doesn't go flying off. Again, meant as a complete showpiece, but you see how awesome that looks. Auxiliary button, tap it, switches the fonts. There's a cool flame effect. So, awesome saber. I'm super happy with the privilege to be able to build this for my client. And again, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.